What's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be dumping the M4 on its nuts. Now, its suspension is actually pretty nice. Like, this is decent fitment, but I am used to my cars looking like this. Look at how dropped the S4 is. Now, the S4 is still really functional, even though it's like crazy low. And the S4's frame is actually lower than the M4, even though the M4's front bumper is already lower than the S4, if that makes sense. But I really like the look of how you can't see the tread up top here. And the M4, of course, you still have a little bit of gap between tire and fender. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna be dropping the M4 down to probably, I'd say like right here on this little line. And then we're gonna level out the rear, and hopefully we don't rub because it's Sunday and nobody's gonna be open to doing alignment. All right, so if we look, all we gotta do is we gotta loosen this little screw right here, and then we're gonna drop this down. I'm saying about 10 turns. We could just max them out, but we're just gonna go like 10 turns to the left. I mean, yeah, to the left, and then see where that sits, and then do the other side. Oh my goodness. That was tight. I guess we're gonna have to make it that tight later. Let's see if we can drop this. Ow. That ain't gonna work. And I don't have a coilover tool. I am unprepared. Oh, there you go. Oh, sheesh. That's half the distance. Let's test fit a wheel and see how that looks. That was only 5 turns, so that might be enough. That didn't do much at all. Pretty sure I lowered it too. I mean, let's go over to the other side. So we can fit a finger right there. Fit a finger there.
That's what she said.
We're gonna max out. We're gonna max out and see what happens. All the way to the bottom, baby. Okay, moment of truth. How low will she go? Ugh. That's depressing. That's really depressing. To there. Now, they won't go any lower. I bet you'll settle and it'll get lower, but look at this side. How's this side look? Pretty okay. How's this side look? Not much different, if I'm being completely honest. Not much different at all. But this side's also on like a little hill, so we might have to drive it off the flat ground and see. All right, let's do the other side. My neighbors are lucky I'm not doing this at 7 o'clock in the morning because it's a Sunday, and I was planning on doing it at 7 o'clock in the morning, but I was super tired from last night's video. Oh yeah, that is lower. That's lower than before for sure. It's like, yeah, we definitely lowered it because now my thumb is at that line, but dang, we're not gonna be able to drop it as low as the S4. Darn it. All right, let's go put it on some level ground and let's see if we're raking or not. So she is definitely raking a little bit. You kind of see it, it's like a little bit. So I think if we just drop the rear a tad, it should be perfect. I think we do 5 spins on the rear and call it a day. So we finally did it. We loosened the spindle, spun it up 5 times. So we did 5 times on that side, 5 on the other side. I didn't measure it, but it was level before, so if we just spin it 5 times both sides, it should be level, I'm pretty sure. So we did that. I kind of got injured, so gonna have to put on a Band-Aid. And then we have 30 minutes, 30-ish. So I think we're gonna go ahead and just see how much black wrap we have, get all supplies set up, and then we're gonna go ahead and meet up with Noah and get some sick rollers for you guys. All right, let's get her on some level ground. And we're gonna ask Caden what he thinks. We're on FaceTime real quick. Sheesh, that looks nice. Let's go over to the other side. let's FaceTime Caden and see what he thinks. Say hi.
Oh my gosh, I just woke up. What's up?
So look at this. I dropped the car.
Holy Lord.
So see, that isn't that much different. It is a good amount different.
Boy, your front lip is damn near touching the ground and you're on a flat surface.
I know. Caden's scared because we're going to Monterey Car Week this summer, and going on a 2,000 mile road trip is gonna be kind of sketchy, but who cares? We've driven this car for 2 days, and we went from a full tank all the way to being in fuel reserve. So we're gonna go ahead and get some gas real quick. Oh shit, they're not gonna stop for me. Good job. You're f***ing dumb.
Watch your profanity.
So we were scraping a little bit, guys. When I pulled into the gas station, I had a little bit of a fender. I could hear the tire hit the fender on the driver's side, which makes sense. I'm sitting here right now. So while I was at the gas pump, I didn't show you, but I have external reservoirs on these coilovers to adjust the compression. So I just turned everything all the way up to the stiffest settings. So hopefully now when we go over bumps, it won't scrape like that as much or at all. So I guess we're just gonna find out. We're gonna be driving this car for a lot today, so we'll find out later. But this thing sounds so good. And I unplugged the valves and made them all the way open. So now this thing is always super loud, but I enjoy it a lot. The issue with this car is with stock muffler, if you just do callus downpipe, single mid pipe, or equal length mid pipes, and you keep the stock muffler, if you keep the valve system, if you don't go foot to the floor and into boost, the valves won't go all the way open. They'll be 3/4 of the way open. So I had to go in the bimmer link all the time to make them all the way open. So I just was I'm tired of going into the app every single time I turn on the car. So I just went in the app, made them all the way open, and then unplugged them. So now they're stuck. So yeah. This thing scoots. So as you guys saw, this car is very, very low. And that rubbing noise I was talking about wasn't the tire hitting the fender, it was my front lip. So now that we know that, we just gotta be super careful on little divots in the road. That front lip is just so aggressive, and when we're going 70, 80, the downforce starts pushing it down a little bit, and it's gonna explode one day. It's going to explode. But now we're gonna be going back to my house. We're gonna wrap all this ugly wood matte black, and then we're gonna call it a day. It's been a pretty productive day. We got the car lowered the perfect way we want it. Oh yeah, and we gotta order new lug nuts. Don't let me forget. This thing moves. When we get this thing tuned, it's gonna be scary. I didn't get all the way in it, but geez. Now I can see why I go through gas so fast. Okay, so we took a little detour to get some food, and it got dark out really quick because it still gets dark at 5 o'clock. So what we're going to do is we're going to pop off this trim piece, because this piece is actually super easy to take off. I don't know if I want to mess with taking these ones off because all this vented stuff is connected, and I think we might be able to get away with some knifeless tape and just wrap this inside the car. But for this, let's go ahead, pop this off, and take it inside. Okay, so I'm gonna take off this thingy because this is just gonna get in the way of everything. Alright, so we got it all wiped off, so look at that. Get a good look because pretty soon it's gonna be wrapped in this color. Insert a bit of heat. Something in the wrap. Damn it. Okay. Alright, that's the finished product. Not bad. I kind of hicked up right here and like on the edges, but this kind of cheap wrap, so I think this is a pretty good job for the most part. I'll give myself a B, but we're gonna go ahead and throw this back in the car. Look at that. 10 times better than the wood. And then I lied. I was able to get the trim pieces off for both sides, this one and that one. So now it kind of looks funky with nothing there. But we are gonna finish this trim, that way we can see how it looks without any wood in the car. Round 2, baby. Not bad, not bad. All right, now this one. And then start cutting. Well, boys, got all of it wrapped. Got that wrapped. Honestly, not a bad job. I mean, like I said, I give myself a B for all this work. Could have been better. The wrap I could have used could have been better, but this looks better than the old man would, I gotta say. And my wallet feels a little bit happier than spend like $1,000 on carbon trim replacement. But that's gonna be the end of today's video. Let me know what you guys think about wrapping those black. Honestly, the silver matches all the silver around the buttons and stuff, so I think maybe we just leave it. And that'd be a lot easier too because those don't look like they're gonna be easy to come off. So let me know what you guys think about that. But all in all, today was a very productive day. Lowered the car, wrapped everything, and now next plan is to tint this thing. So stay tuned for that and watching me rip off this old tint. But until then, I'll see you guys next time. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and the bell. And I'll see you guys next time. Drive safe. Also, don't worry, I just ordered the new lug nuts.